And we are live. You can catch us on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, Kick, and Facebook. You might see us on X in a little bit. We'll see if John can make his magic work. But we'll be right back with you, Howlers. We'll be right back. Howls over Baaz. I'm Jacob Casas.
This is Ambishun of Black Cup.
And today we have a very special guest. So I'm gonna. You came from far today too, didn't you?
I did. I came from the Burbank.
Oh yeah. So if you can give our audience a little about who you are and what you do.
Yeah, sure. I am Mikayla Soo-ni Campbell. Which camera should I look at? That one?
Yeah, this is yours, right?
I am Mikayla Soo-ni Campbell, and I am an actress and an executive producer. So I help raise capital for A-list independent film.
Oh, okay. And how long you been doing that?
That I've been doing for about 2 years. But I've been an actor for the last 13 years. I moved out here from London, got my master's degree out in London, and then I moved here.
How you liking it out here?
I love it. I love LA. I mean, the weather's great. I mean, the people are crazy, but it's all a part of the diversity.
Wait, say crazy again?
Crazy.
I heard that Boston. I heard it when she said crazy.
It comes out more when I get mad.
So give a little info on how you found out about us. So one of your friends was on here, David.
So David Hernandez. Shout out to David. What's up? I think he said he was going to watch. So
yeah, what's up, David? How you doing, man?
And I'm a huge fan of his. He's a good friend of mine. We actually met shooting at Terran Tactical. Terran trains Keanu Reeves for John Wick, and it's an amazing range. I met David shooting over at Terran's, and we became friends and shooting buddies. And then we've just been supporting each other ever since.
You're doing some John Wick moves too over here?
I'm trying. My brother also owns. I'm going to be so distracted by the sound effects this whole show.
It's all right.
My brother also owns a training company called Flintlock Training Group over in Massachusetts. He trains Leos. He trains SWAT. He's incredible. And he just had a cancer surgery. So shout out to my brother Ben.
Oh, shout out.
Who just went through that. Love you, bro.
Wow.
But anyway, so yeah, I do shoot, and hopefully one day we'll get into an action movie or see what happens. Yeah, closer.
Yeah. So so you haven't done any action movies yet, or have you?
No, I actually have. The first feature that I. No.
It's okay. We'll just keep it rolling because we're like.
Sorry, I talk quiet.
No, you're good.
You got to put some bass in your voice.
Like Marquis. He was singing like Barry White over here. Yeah, put
Sing
some
me
bass.
something. Sing me something, Marquis.
You might like that.
I don't sing.
Yeah, right. That's a good baritone.
He was the guy on Boys the Men. Like, yeah, baby.
I knew about it. I just didn't care.
I love it. The missing Boys to Men number.
Yeah, there he is.
But no, to answer your question, the first feature film I ever booked was I was a Marine, so which was when I was like 23. Okay. I didn't know how to operate a gun then, but now
Tell us a little bit about that experience.
Oh gosh, it wasn't very good. Don't watch it. It was actually really cool because the lead actor was in. You guys familiar with The Karate Kid with Hilary Swank? Like the third one, the next Karate Kid. I was a huge fan of that film growing up.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I wanted to be her, Mr. Miyagi, all of it. I love it. And the guy that plays her love interest in that movie was
the crazy ass dude.
Yeah, was the lead in this feature film that I booked. So as an actor, it was just a very full circle moment to have grown up watching that film and then to be cast alongside him. I was like, oh my God.
The good guy one, or the
good guy.
The guy that fought the kid at the end.
The guy, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So you got to do a movie with him.
What was he? Eric McGowan.
I don't remember his
McGowan.
name, but yeah.
So
that's cool. So he was your love interest on that movie?
No, it wasn't a love interest. He was just the lead. He was like a big brother figure, and my dad had trained him, and so he was kind of like taking me under his wing as a young Marine. Yeah,
what a small world. That's crazy.
But I look back on it, and I'm like, bitch, you didn't know how to hold a gun, but now I do. So
you're in LA now. You got to.
I'm in LA. Oh yeah, and I have one.
I said you actually own. Okay.
I have two firearms, and all legal. I know it's a contentious topic of
conversation. And how do you hold it? Do you hold it to the side?
Oh,
Move to LA, or do you hold it?
That's movie shit, man. That's movie
oh my
shit.
God. I think if I held it like that, I would get shot. Somebody would be like, bitch, what are you doing? You do not hold a gun like that.
How do you hold a gun, Marquis?
The way you're supposed to. Straight up and down. Turn nothing to the
We're not
side.
talking what are we talking about, guns?
Yeah.
No, but as an actress, it is frustrating when you're watching movies and you see how weird people hold them. It's frustrating because I do think a part of an actor's due diligence is to know how to operate safely a firearm, because otherwise we have things like the Alec Baldwin situation happen. And
shit.
I know that's a contentious topic of conversation as
Yeah.
well, but otherwise shit like that happens and
Nah,
think
somebody
it's-
dropped the ball. Like,
Yes,
really?
exactly. It's negligence, and I think that you have to have responsibility as an actor that if you are going to be on set holding a firearm and operating a firearm, even if it's a prop gun, if there's a gun that can expel something that could potentially harm somebody, it's not a fucking prop.
I
It's a
think it was
gun.
unfair how the target was Alec, though. Although I don't know everything
Yeah.
behind it,
I don't either.
but the way that everything was revolving around him being the blame and the fault for it,
Yeah.
I didn't like how that
No,
went.
he was the actor. But again, I just think we have to take responsibility where and when we can. And so for me as an actor, if I'm on a set and I'm holding a weapon, I want to have as much respect for that weapon. And it's my responsibility to do training, on my own time. And so that's full circle. That's what led me to Terran Tactical. And then that's where I met David. And so
What two firearms do you own?
2 Glocks. I own a Glock 34 and a Glock 19. The 34 is nice and
Calm down,
custom.
calm down.
Both 9mm. Yeah. And then
I'm just curious.
I have an AR registered, but I have to build it.
okay.
It's just the lower that's registered.
Yeah.
We'll get into that.
Yeah. So what are you working on right now? Is there any project you're
Yeah.
working on? Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm working on a couple things. My recent project on the executive producing side is Mark Wahlberg's film called By Any Means, which is a civil rights film. Mark plays a 1960s gangster who is
What?
hired. Yeah, he goes undercover and is hired by the FBI and works with an African-American FBI agent, and they are tracking down a KKK member who killed a civil rights leader. So it's a really cool project. We
That's
shot,
so
we shot
dope.
in Atlanta, in April.
What's your role in it?
Oh, no, I don't have a role in it. I'm an
Oh.
executive producer.
Oh,
on it.
really?
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
if y'all need another lead person,
I know,
let me know.
yeah. I will. If we need to do pickups.
Dude,
yeah,
all
we
his
already
movies
shot
are
it.
so awesome. Like I'm a
No,
huge
Matt-
Mark
Matt-
Mark
Wahlberg
Wahlberg's
fan.
dope. He's
Yeah.
a dope
Yeah.
actor.
I'm a
Yeah.
huge fan of that dude, man.
He was fantastic. I mean, he was very focused on set, all the prosthetics, and as a Boston girl, it was cool to work with him in that sense. I mean, obviously, I didn't want to disturb his process, but I did get to say hello and introduce myself to him. And the director is Elegance Bratton, and Yahya Abdul-Mateen from Aquaman is in it as well. And
Oh, okay.
he's fantastic. So it was just a great experience overall. And then before that, as an actor, I was in a Ryan Murphy show called Dr. Odyssey on ABC and Hulu, which was with Don Johnson and Joshua Jackson.
Oh, really?
Philippa Sue, she was the original Eliza in Hamilton, and I played a Brit on that show. So
A
I
Brit?
got to talk like this, yeah.
Let's hear it.
I
a
can
little.
talk like this. Do you want me to? I
Yeah.
can talk like this. You know what? I could talk like this the rest of the show.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'd have so much more fun talking like this. I think.
I feel like you just sound
I think I'd
proper
be
the
more
whole time.
interesting.
And
Yeah.
if like you could cuss us out, we won't take offense to it.
Okay.
I will if you make me mad. But otherwise, I'm too nice.
So what initially drew you to acting?
Oh, storytelling. My dad is actually an immigrant from Korea. I know we started talking about this off air, but and when I grew up, when I was a kid growing up, he used to tell us stories. And
David Hernandez. Sorry, go ahead. We'll get into that.
David? Hey, gang. Oh, thanks, David. He's so sweet. But yeah, my dad used to tell stories to us. And I have 2 older brothers. And he used to tell us stories growing up, and I just found storytelling to be so compelling. And I was just a very performative, emotional child in the sense that I'm still that way. I just feel very deeply. I think I have a deep, I just have an ability to feel deeply for other people and what they go through. And it's just something that I fell into as a child. And my parents kind of held my hand through it. They kind of took my lead. They didn't push me to do anything I didn't want to do. I was just like, I want to do this. And then I ended up going to an arts high school, junior and senior year of high school, called Walnut Hill School of the Arts. And it was a boarding school, and I was there as a theater major. And then I ended up moving to New York after that for musical theater. And then I got my undergraduate degree in Los Angeles. So it's just something that I think it's just intrinsically been in me, storytelling and empathy. And I think it is such an underrated medium for the sake of creating change and extending empathy, teaching people empathy. There are very few mediums other than I think like music, but even that is in the realm of art, where somebody listens or watches what you do and it's evocative. They're very moved by it. And there's power in seeing somebody go through something and being able to step into their shoes and understand their shoes, especially during a time like we're in where there's just so much polarity and so much divisiveness. It's like, let's get back to what unites us. And I think storytelling and acting does that.
Yeah, definitely. The world's all weird now.
It's so
Definitely
weird.
very weird.
It's so weird.
With you acting, being an actor, actress, you've always approached everything with a certain mindset. How has becoming a part of production changed the way you approach it, to approach your acting?
That's a great question. Acting is a very esoteric thing, and unless you're an actor, it's very hard to understand it. But even when you are an actor, in your own world, it's very myopic. You're very like focused on, okay, how do I play a role? What do I bring to the character? What do I look like? It's all about me. And then when you zoom that lens out as a producer, especially an executive producer, and just to clarify the difference, an executive producer helps raise, at least for independent film, I help raise capital for film. So I'm not on the developmental side. I'm on the, hey, I'm pitched a project. It has this person, this person, this person. I go out to my investors and I find the money that film needs or is missing. But in that, the wealth of knowledge that I have learned about, what makes a film a great film. You could have a director that's done $1 billion at the box office. You could have this A-list actor and that A-list actor. It doesn't mean it's going to be a good fucking film. Yeah. The script could be awful, or the execution could not be good, or the budget could. And it's just, film really does involve so many different components. And I think for me and my company, Menagerie Entertainment, what I'm focusing on is bridging that gap between creative nuance and the suits, the people that look at the numbers and go, oh, well, so-and-so's in it, so it's going to equate to this much in sales, and it's going to be this much in pre-sales, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, but they can look at the numbers all they want and conclude that it's going to be successful, but they don't understand the creative nuance of a project. They don't understand that enigmatic magic that when you watch a film, it doesn't necessarily even have to be a big budget, but we've all seen those films that have just taken the world by storm and really moved people and have gone through word of mouth and have been incredibly successful and have done a lot of profit, but they didn't necessarily have the biggest budget or the biggest names. And it's like we have to close that gap between the two things.
Yeah, and I feel like films like in the theater has been tanking. Like there's not a lot of good films. We used to have so much. You didn't even know what you wanted to watch back in the day. There was so many. Now it's like it's hard to even see like what you want to see in the theater. Most of it's on TV now. You got to watch the apps or whatever. But
it takes a lot for people to take the time to spend that much money on tickets and popcorn and drinks. I mean, you could do that for $10, $20 in the 90s. Now it's like a $50 to $100 evening for yourself and your family.
She's loving that.
I love the sound effects. I'm upset. But it's a lot. So if people are going to pay that much money, it better be a good fucking movie.
Yeah.
And right now, there's just all the studios are just pumping out all these formulaic, regurgitated things because I feel like everyone's operating from fear. Nobody wants to take a chance. Everyone wants to do what's safe and what's
you can see that
a proven track. You can see it.
It's
and people are tired
so
of it.
obvious.
People are tired of it.
Yeah, they're just remaking shit and they're making it bad. It's like, what is happening here?
I know. I hate to shit on film because I think it does take a lot of effort. But have you guys seen the new Jurassic World?
Yeah.
I was watching some of it the other day.
I couldn't even watch it. I'm not those kind of people. I'll usually at least finish it.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I can't even finish this movie.
I was watching it like, what is... And I love Scarlett Johansson. I think she's an incredible actress. I think all the actors are great. But I was like, I don't give a fuck about any of these people. What is this writing? I was like, this is a travesty.
Off of like that Jurassic Park, the name alone, it could have been massive. Another massive hit,
Yeah, they could have done so much with it, but anyway.
They're just messing up out there.
I'm ascending in this journey in hopes to help change it.
I think there's a lot of issues with. I think streaming has an issue to do with some of that stuff too. Because people want to put money out for movies and they want to spend the big budgets and make it the best they possibly can, hire the best writers and all those things. But then at the end of the day, nobody's going to the movies. Everybody's streaming.
Yeah.
Everybody's at the house.
Yeah. What do you like to watch?
I like comedies. I like to laugh a lot.
Yeah. Laughter's good for the soul.
Yeah. I like just dumb humor. I like Will Ferrell. I mean, one of my favorite movies is Night at the Roxbury's.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I like movies like that. I mean, I like Life.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite movies. Money Talks.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I just like a lot of comedies. I like to laugh.
Love it.
Then I'll watch some serious shit sometimes, too.
Yeah.
So some of these movies that claim they're scary, they're not scary.
What's a film this is a question for either of you that has stuck with you, that's been just kind of like a film that you either go back to or that was incredibly...
5 Heartbeats.
Ooh, wait, who's in that?
Robert Townsend directed and starred in it. It's an older movie.
I've not seen that one.
It's a movie about artists. They were singers. They were getting done over in the industry, early in the industry, like, I don't know, early 80s.
Cool.
And that's one of my favorite movies. I watched that movie over and over.
I love that.
I might
Okay,
have watched that
I'm
movie
gonna
like 400 times.
Gotta add that to my list.
Check
I
it
love
out for
that.
real.
What about you, Jake?
Have you ever seen that movie Debt with
No.
Ron Howard's
Love Ron
daughter? It's his
Bryce
daughter.
Dallas Howard?
What's his daughter's name again?
Bryce
the redhead?
Dallas Howard?
Is that her name?
Bryce Dallas.
Yeah. Okay. That movie's like one
She
of the
told
best
you 3 times and you just ignored it.
But I thought that wasn't her name. I could have sworn it was a different
Fucking
name.
listen to me.
So that movie's dope. Have you ever seen Debt though?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's
No.
a badass movie.
Nice.
I like those kind of movies.
I
I like deep ass movies too. Though, like drama, but I like comedies like Will Ferrell and shit.
I mean, I find myself watching Den of Thieves a lot too.
Oh, yeah.
The
Oh, yeah,
first one.
Den of Thieves is the
Yeah.
shit.
I find myself watching that one a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
I put that on a lot.
What about you? What's your film? You can just
Well,
go over.
I'm on an old Hollywood kick. I was
Mm-hmm.
just home with my parents, and obviously, like I said, my brother had surgery recently, so I was back in Boston to be with them and support them. And my parents and I watched a bunch of old movies. We watched The Philadelphia Story with Katharine Hepburn and Cary Grant. We watched
awesome.
Some Like It Hot with Marilyn Monroe. I was just in San Diego in Coronado where they filmed that movie, so I love the old Hollywood movies. We watched An Affair to Remember. It Happened One Night with Clark Gable and Claudette Colbert. There's something about, no action, no VFX, nothing, just classy 1940s wardrobe, incredible acting, incredible charisma, beautiful chemistry, outstanding writing. Just go back to the basics. And my God, my heart.
I've watched those movies because my grandma watches those movies.
Yeah.
Like I'll go to her house right now. I know it's playing the 10 Commandments. Like,
That better be a compliment to your
Yeah,
grandma.
yeah. She's always watching the old school movies every time I walk in her house. But right now, since it's around Christmas time, she's watching the 10 Commandments for sure.
The nostalgia, you guys. It's like so beautiful. I feel like I'm from a different time. I don't know.
What about like a
What do you
newer,
think?
like not? I'm gonna
Newer
say
film?
newer movies. Like what are you into? Like
It's okay. You can say newer.
yeah, like newer, like action. Like what is your thing? It's more like depth, like acting or.
Yeah, for sure. But at the moment, when I watch something for entertainment purposes, because life just has been a little bit heavy lately, I think in the world as in the collective and personally, I like watching things that are very lighthearted. So I'm a Bridgerton fan. Anything that's like period drama and romance.
Oh, you're a romance girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you are a girl at the
I'm
end
a
of the day.
hopeless
Though.
romantic.
I say hopeless romantic, huh?
I'm a hopeless romantic.
I feel like girls just love that stuff. They can't get enough of it.
Fucking love it. Men, be more romantic.
Chivalry.
It's not that hard.
Are you romantic?
No,
More
I'm
kids?
I think
definitely
men are romantic
a
at
hopeless
heart.
romantic. No, I'm really a hopeless romantic for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think it's like men around their boys. It's like, you're a simp.
Fuck
huh?"
that. Fuck
But-
that. You can say what you want to say.
But I don't
I'm
know.
in love.
I think there is something so attractive about a man who's like, I want to get home to my girl. You guys, see you later. Like, I can't wait to get home to my wife. I want to see what my wife thinks, or I want to see what my girl thinks. I respect her opinion. I'm like, so nice.
Are you dating? Are you married? Anything?
No, single.
You're single.
Recently,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, recently.
Yeah.
What
Not that
what
to talk
happened?
About, we don't have to talk about that. No comment.
No comment. Okay, we don't have to get into that.
Say we're gonna protect the innocent.
If you just want to
Well,
say,
I just like to be respectful.
yeah, or you could just. Be
We
like,
don't
"Fuck
respect
you,"
nobody
and-
on
I
here.
have people that don't exactly give me that same consideration, and I'm not going to go down to that level.
I know that story all too well. I know that story all too well.
Markeith, why don't you go? Tell us about something.
No, how about we ask you, how do you balance artistic integrity
Sure.
with the realities of the entertainment industry?
Oh, that's a good question. Boundaries and trusting my spirituality and my intuition and knowing when to say no to something. I get a lot of scripts that come across me as an actor, as a producer, and if there's something that I read that does not sit well with me, I will not touch it. If there's a role that I'm like, nope, I don't want to do that, I don't want to portray that, I won't do it.
Oh, that's good.
you know, even if it is something completely opposite of me, even if it is, you know, something that, you know, either like an antagonist or someone that's, you know, a type of woman that's like a, you know, like a bit more ostentatious. I had an audition for a for a film. I don't know if I can say it actually, because I think I signed an NDA, but it's for an Eastern European
you like these European
prostitute.
roles, huh?
Yeah, but there's no nudity in it. There's no sex scenes in it. But she's this Russian character, and I just thought that would be something really fun to play. So a character like that doesn't exactly.
Yeah.
But then I've read scripts where I'd have to play a more innocent character, but the script itself just has a bad juju about it. It doesn't make me feel good at all. So I won't touch it, I think. So it's just whatever your internal boundaries are as an artist, it's up to you to decide what you want to do. I think that's just how we can keep integrity when we've got a lot of stuff coming at us, or when we have an abundance of things to choose from, or a bunch of roles coming in. It's knowing when to say no to something, honoring those boundaries.
Is there something that?
What was that? Is there a cake ready? What was that one?
It's like a yeah, that's a good one.
Message.
Okay.
As in like messages.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ding.
So is there any anything that you would want to make? Like, I don't know. Maybe a lot of people come in here and they actors that we bring in, and they even have their own scripts or different things they want to work on. Do you have anything like that? Any ideas? Any scripts? You do.
I do.
Okay.
I have a book that I want to option. It's about Edgar Allan Poe, and it's about the alleged love affair that he has with a female author called Frances Osgood. And back in the Victorian era, women, especially as writers, women weren't writers, so she had a pseudonym back at that time. And her and Edgar Allan Poe, he was a big fan of her and a champion of her work, and he fell in love with her. And you know, her husband was off fucking someone else in London and just like abandoned his family, so she was kind of trapped.
Dirtbag.
I know, right? She was trapped, and you know, especially as a woman in that era, you were owned by your husbands, and unless you could prove adultery on the husband's behalf, you were just trapped. And so this story, which is about, you know, real life people, but it's fiction, or allegedly fiction. I'm just completely enamored by this man who championed this woman's writing and completely changed her life during a time where that was nearly impossible. And her work has survived, you know, decades and centuries, and it's all because of his belief in her. And I just think it's a beautiful and romantic story. So that's something I'd like to create. And you don't see a lot of period films done here in LA, or just like in America in general, other than Westerns. You see a lot of period dramas done in the UK and in Scotland and Ireland, but you don't see that done here very often.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be different than from what they're making right now too.
Yeah, especially because the book takes place in New York. So, you know, old Victorian New York.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
That would be cool.
Be really fun. You guys, I'm a hopeless romantic. That's what you're gonna get.
Hey, that's
from
cool.
Me on this
that
show.
works. That works.
In this industry that's often focused on image, what does authenticity look like to you?
Oh, that's a great question. I have to be very vulnerable and say that I struggle with that. I think every woman does in LA. I think every actress or no. I think every woman is chasing youth. We're in a society that where just older women are forgotten. And I hate to say that, but it's like I've had conversations even with family members, or let me rephrase that. I've heard family members make comments about, you know, oh, that woman, she's over 40, no, she's washed up. And I'm just like, you fucking prick. Like, that's not.
Damn, there's Boston.
There it is.
I heard it.
I'm like,
the way she said it was so perfect.
It's infuriating. And so I would be lying if I said I was not one of those women that were affected by the pressure to look a certain way, to, you know, retain youthfulness as long
You're
as I
part
can.
Korean. You're going to look young forever.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks, Daddy.
My cousin's half
genes.
Korean, and he's older than me. He looks young as hell.
Asians don't raise them,
Yeah,
boo-boo.
they
Asians
don't.
don't raise. Rice stays nice. I'm Korean. I can say that. Nobody come for me. That was perfect. That was my favorite sound effect so far. But yeah, no. And we were talking a little bit about authenticity as well before we started recording. And I'm really truly so gravitated to people that are just their beautiful, authentic selves, whatever that means. If you want to have pink hair, purple hair, if you want to have short hair, whatever you want to wear, like when you just rock something with confidence, I think that's probably the answer to your question. When you look a certain way and are not trying to be somebody, and it's from a place of just pure intention and confidence, I think that's when it's the most. That's when it's the most, I think, respected and admired, and that's when it's just looked at as like you're cool when you rock something with confidence.
Why do you think you're a hopeless romantic? Where do you think that came from?
My parents, I blame them.
Are they still together?
They're still together.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Huh? So are you a daddy's girl?
I'm a daddy's girl. I'm the youngest and the only. I don't have daddy issues.
Yeah.
So
that
thank
means
you.
you're a good
My
girl.
future husband will thank
we
my dad for that.
We need to bring you on a DNR and show these girls what we're really is.
Actually, we do.
I say that with pride. Again, like I said, my dad was a Korean immigrant. He came to the States when he was 10. He was my grandmother, my halmoni, she married a black man, and so my grandfather then adopted the kids, married my grandmother, and that's why my last name is Campbell. So all of my dad's younger siblings are half Korean, half black. So I was very privileged to grow up in just such a diverse family, and that to me was always normal. But like I said, he was an immigrant. He came to the States. He got his master's degree. He started off as a teacher. He met my mom. They fell in love. They've been married 45 years
together.
together.
Do you really fall in love,
50.
or you just choose to be in love? I don't think you fall into it. You just choose it.
I think I agree with you, but I think falling in love, I think it's when I hear the phrase falling in love, I think of two souls that immediately recognize each other. And that doesn't mean that a relationship will function. It doesn't mean that a relationship will be compatible. But I do believe in love at first sight. I've experienced it. And I will, whether a relationship has worked out or not, I will never discount what I experienced. I know that was love at first sight, and I know that was falling in love. Again, does that equate to, God gives you free will? You have to make the right choices along the way. And if you don't, you will sabotage that relationship.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Yeah. But my so
That's
all that to say.
Jacob never agrees with women.
Oh my gosh.
But that's real. Like that happened. I mean, you can fall in love, and it could be fall in love at first sight and all that. But but doesn't mean it's gonna go right. It can all be messed up still.
Yeah, I mean, it is work at the end of the day. I mean, I saw my parents go through a lot, but it wasn't ever at the expense of us as children.
Yeah.
It was they protected our innocence very young. We were children up until we had to be adults. I was a child until I moved away to that art school that I attended at 16. I was very, very innocent, and I thank my parents for that tremendously.
It's literally because you grew up with your mom and dad. You could tell now, like everything you're talking about and how you are.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell now.
Yeah.
Because we get the opposite of girls in this room right here. We have dating and relationship shows with a bunch of different
These women
females.
are so lost. Sorry.
Yeah, there's when I say lost, like it's
heart.
You can't even have like a rational conversation,
Healthy conversation
at all.
Really?
It's so bad. It's crazy.
But we're not going to bash them.
No, not at all.
Yeah, we do that
because
all
they're experienced. No. Well, I was going to say, what are some of the things that they say that I think are
a lot of them do OnlyFans and they're so proud of it. It's just crazy.
Gosh, yeah.
I mean, he just quit his OnlyFans, so.
We even had this one girl in here. She was claiming to be a good girl and all that. And she was probably the worst one after words. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my gosh. No. I've never had an OnlyFans. Thankfully, I've always, I'm like, I have a master's degree. I don't have to do that. I'm aware I look a certain way, and I'm grateful for that. But at the same time, it's like that's the least interesting thing about me. Yeah.
You kind of have a Scarlett Johansson kind of vibe going.
I love you, Marky. I love you so much. Thank you.
You do. You're welcome.
I'll take it. Scarlett Johansson.
We're just gonna sit here and let that marinate.
I'm gonna let that sink in.
Yeah, just gonna be quiet for a minute.
Scarlett, thank you. No, I take that as a compliment.
Even her voice is kind of like it.
It's really yeah.
You notice her voice, like your voice sounds like hers too.
Cool.
That's crazy.
That's cool. I love her, so I'll take it. Thank you guys.
I'm
gonna come on the show every time.
So just give me compliments.
You guys, I'm having a really bad day. Can I come on your show?
And we don't really do that, huh? We don't do that.
I do.
Not
you
me.
don't. You talk shit to everybody.
Do you talk shit?
I talk a lot of shit.
Yeah,
I mean, I think we both do.
You.
We both talk shit, but my talking shit is a bit different. I just get up under somebody's skin when I see them get irritated. And I just purposely, with all intentions.
Do you instigate that?
He's an instigator for sure.
I'm not.
He's bad instigator.
For the views, guys.
I asked the thought-provoking questions.
How he is.
I asked the thought-provoking questions, and when I see that you cannot intelligently respond, Oh, I'm gonna get you now.
Oh, he's setting up traps over here.
So now I'm gonna get you.
Good job.
You know, you just have fun
No,
with
I
it.
get it. You gotta have fun. I mean, you gotta. That's part of being on a podcast.
Clickbait.
Clickbait.
So, you know,
Clickbait.
with I notice how passionate you are about the culture of the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that the art still has the power to heal or drive change within the culture? Because I feel like
100%.
the culture's at a shit place right now.
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely, 100%. I think the world right now is very impressionable. I think people want to be led in the right direction. I think people are grasping to belong to something, to a cause, to a group, to a community, and in the collective being so impressionable, I think that if the right people can pave the way for positive influence. I mean, I think we are seeing it. Again, I don't want to get political, but since the whole Charlie
you
Kirk
could do whatever you want.
Okay.
On this podcast, we get into
I love it.
everything.
Since the Charlie Kirk assassination, I have seen more people buy Bibles, go to church, lean into the Word of God. And again, whatever your beliefs are, whether you're just spiritual, whether you go to church, whatever they are, anything that drives you to have a moral compass and to be a better person, I will never judge. I will never fault anybody for that. But I think that particular very unfortunate, tragic instance was the catalyst for a shift in movement. I think people were like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
This is a man with a microphone. This wasn't
He wasn't even actually a politician.
Anything. He wasn't a politician. He was literally going around to college campuses, and all he was doing is going, just argue with me. Tell me why you disagree with me. That's all. That's all this is.
It was clickbait.
It was clickbait. That's all this is. You can agree. You can respectfully disagree with him. You didn't have to agree with anything he fucking said. And
well, the world's so weird.
It's just weird. People are
Doesn't
so
make sense.
angry. So to answer your question, I think that there is a world where if the right films are being made, I do think we can incite that kind of change. I mean, for me and my company, my ethos is I would really love to back projects, and the Mark Wahlberg film is one of those projects that it's about civil rights and it's about social justice. So I do think that my ethos for my company is to really back the films that are cultivating that social change. I mean, if you look at Blood Diamonds with Leonardo DiCaprio,
I love that movie.
That film brought so much attention to diamond mining, and it is why there was and that is why that there was a shift there. If you look at Liam Neeson's Taken, I mean, for fuck's sake, Liam Neeson doing an action film brought so much awareness to sex trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
not enough, but
not
yes,
enough,
it did.
but yes, and so I do believe in the power of those films, but they're just not getting the right backing or the right P&A or the right marketing.
It's just the people in power have that certain control.
That's literally what it is.
So certain things aren't going to be moved because of who's
and
sitting in those
people
seats.
just want to make money at the end of the day, so they're going to make Fast and Furious number 825, and it's just like, come on.
Gosh. Yeah.
And that's kind of where I think podcasts is taking over. Like I was even listening to Myron Gaines talk the other day, and he was talking about how even he's getting, talked about the presidency, and they were talking about how he was a big fall for Kamala Harris. How she even said his name because he's talking about things that people really want to hear, and they're not being backed by something like CNN and all that crap. So I think it is good for a podcast to come out and speak the truth.
Yeah, and can I just say something about Kamala Harris? She, for all that, and again, I don't want to like divulge what my political beliefs are, but the one thing that really bothered me about her, and I'm only saying this because you said her name, so like, why not? Because I don't think a lot of people know this.
Yeah.
She incarcerated more black men for weed charges. And this is a woman that came out and was pontificating from this place of, I'm going to, change the world and I'm going to fight for them. And it's like, there's so much hypocrisy in the world. And I think that's half the problem. People want to virtue signal and people want to say, I'm for this cause and I'm for that cause and look at all the good that I'm doing. But are you? Is that what you're doing behind closed doors? What are you fucking really doing behind closed doors?
People want their past erased for a seat in power.
Yep.
And not saying that I didn't vote. I probably would have voted for her over Trump. Or whoever might have been running, didn't matter. I probably would have voted for her over. But, yeah, some of the things you've done in the past, kind of sketchy. It's like you've done these different things, and not that you come out public and ask for forgiveness and say, I was wrong for some of my beliefs and how I looked at things. Mm-hmm. It's none of that. It's just, hey, don't worry about that back there. Just look at me now.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I got a bad taste with that type of stuff.
I smell bullshit.
It's that for sure.
She was. I'm sorry. She was retarded, dude. I wouldn't have voted for that fucking crazy ass weirdo.
I love Yeah.
God, man, that chick was like really full of shit, and she was retarded. Let's just go.
I mean, but when you think about it, anyways, when you think
Oh
about
my
the
gosh.
politics, I mean, all of it's full of shit. Look at all the shit that Trump was talking about prior to getting elected. And look what he's doing now. Complete opposite of everything he was discussing and talking about.
I just don't even believe in identity politics. I think at the end of the day, as humans, we all breathe the same air. We all bleed red and shit brown. And it's like, just be a good human. Be a good fucking human. So, and these people, when they want to label each other, well, you're this and you're that, and I'm this and I'm that. It's like, I think at the end of the day, we all really want the same thing. We want fair, equal opportunity. We all want to be safe. We all want free rights. We all want freedom of speech. It's like, can we just get back to
that's the thing
united?
too.
I mean, the number one thing they say in order to dismantle a country is divide and conquer.
Mm-hmm.
That is exactly what
they're
the
doing.
fuck they've done. They've done it since COVID, and I don't know who they are, but like the elite or the globalists or whoever. But like, thank you so much.
And that's legit. Like we all know that's legit.
Yeah. Divide
There's
and
people
conquer,
in
I'm telling
power,
you.
and they're running this shit, and
They don't want us to be united.
No,
they
they
don't want
don't.
us
They
to
don't.
be united.
They like us divided. That's the whole point, because they can stay rich and
Yeah.
we could be dumbasses fighting over $1.
It's
You know
all
what I mean?
distraction.
It is. It's all distraction.
Yeah.
And I'm just, I feel like business owners are people that are like entrepreneurs doing things outside of everything. They have a different vision of how things are. They see the real. Even if they don't want to, they don't agree with it. They know this person's better to be elected because my business can succeed.
Yeah.
You know, like we see things are differently than a lot of other people because we just really have no choice.
Yeah.
Because our business can fail because of that situation.
Right.
So I think that you just got to see it for what it is and don't bullshit yourself. You know, you
Yeah.
really can't.
Yeah.
So
And I think that people are leaning into starting businesses themselves because they don't want to work for corporate. They don't want to work for this. They don't want to be stuck in this matrix. They want to have
Yep.
freedom. I think at the end of the day, you know, what capitalism does best is it's not so much about the money. I think it's about giving people the opportunity to be free and not be at the mercy of someone telling them you have to do this or you're going to get fired or you have to do this or you can't feed your families. That's unacceptable to me.
So what keeps you grounded in there? What's your foundation built off of? Like because that's gonna really like tell me who you are. Like what is your center? What is your whole foundation built off?
Well, my center is God. My center is spirituality. My center that
Who's God to you though?
It's a good question.
You could be completely straight out, however you want.
I mean, for me, it's the higher power. It's something that we cannot explain. You know, when you zoom out into the universe and you see that we're just this little tiny speck and dot, you can't tell me that other life doesn't exist. You can't tell me that we are not soulful entities in a human body temporarily.
Yeah.
And, you know, energy is neither created nor destroyed. And I think God helps us navigate life. I think people that are farther away from God have a harder time. And I think people that are closer to God and you know, just understanding of the universe and energy and how it all works. There have been so many things that have happened to me in my life where I have just completely surrendered and my life has changed. I mean, producing was one of them. I never thought in a million years I'd be a producer. 2 years ago, my brother was just diagnosed with cancer. I was in a toxic relationship. I broke my leg. My other brother had almost died he's special needs. He almost died of a collapsed lung and pneumonia. And I was just like, fuck me. What is life right now? And after I removed myself from that toxic relationship, it was like the skies cleared. And I think I just felt so free. And I just looked up to the sky and I was just like, God, universe, you know, angels, just guide me where I'm meant to go. You know, it was also the actor strike, so there was nothing going on. And I just, in that surrender, a couple weeks went by, I was at the right place at the right time. I met the right person, which is what I've always felt like was the magic of LA. You could be at the right time in the right place and meet the right person. And your life can change.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what happened to me. I met a film financier who said, oh, you have experience doing investor relations and you have good connections. Do you want to come on board and learn how to raise capital for film? And we'll pay you a salary and you can travel the world. And that, going from 2023, that was one of the worst years ever, to 2024, where I was literally traveling the world, making the most money I had ever made, booked to, you know, top of show guest star on an ABC show. I remember looking up and just truly thanking God and the universe, going, thank you. I thank you for leading me here. That's not to say that my life is perfect and I've got it all figured out. I certainly do not. But I feel like I'm on the right journey. So I think the closer you are to God, especially through adversity, the easier it is to understand that things happen in life that we just can't fucking explain. How do you explain a 3-year-old that has leukemia? How do you explain that? it's heavy, and I don't know. There's just something inexplicable that we as humans in flesh will just never understand.
Yeah.
If we back up a little bit, and not to name names, don't got too deep or specific, but when you spoke about the toxic relationship, you speak on toxic, like narcissism, abuse, like in those certain levels. Is that what you speak of when you speak of the toxic aspect of it all?
That specific relationship was incredibly narcissistic, and I've done a lot of therapy.
So with that,
to make sure that I'm not mislabeling that, because I know that can be thrown around flippantly. And very, very narcissistic. Like,
she has her dad in her life. I believe her. Hey, I'm sorry. It is what it is.
Oftentimes, when you have those conversations and a woman says, "Oh, I was in a narcissistic relationship," oftentimes that person is the narcissist.
I agree with that. I actually do agree with that, because in the relationship, it's funny that a narcissist will actually flip it, and at the end of the relationship, they'll go, "I was with a narcissist." I mean, I've had that happen to me. The reason I can confidently say I'm not. No, the reason I can confidently say I'm not is because and it's painful. You're like, well, it's a mind fuck. You're like, wait, am I? And in all fairness, I do take responsibility for that relationship, because I didn't honor my boundaries, because I had been in a narcissistic relationship where someone had made that accusation. She's a narcissist. She's all about herself. She's selfish. And I'm going, well, wait a minute. I don't want to be that way. All right, let me do therapy. Let me be self-aware. Let me make sure I'm not that. But then what happens is the pendulum swings the other way, and then you don't honor your boundaries, and you let someone take an advantage of you, and you give a man money, and then you let them do this and then do that.
Shit.
And cross boundaries, and then he's texting.
Are you a pleaser?
I'm a people pleaser. So it's like, well, wait a minute. How can I be the narcissist if I was the one? You know what I mean? You have to look at things logistically.
You were compromising because you want to.
But I'm not going to shit on anybody. I take responsibility for the fact that I didn't heed the
telling
signs.
Truths. We're not
And
that's cool.
And that my responsibility should have been, I should have honored better boundaries. And that's I will never put that fault.
But sometimes when you fall in love, it just happens. Like that sucks that it happened. You know what I mean? But
I don't like how humble you're being right now. Nah, talk your shit. I'm just playing.
Hey, Marky, why don't you read the chat, because we got a lot in the chat right now.
All right, let's see.
Start from the top. Can you go
my
to the
God,
top?
whoever this person was
that
is better than Scarlett. I love you, Sam West.
David.
David, I can attest to her hopeless romantic tendencies.
Yeah, I see that too.
David's had to talk me off many a cliff.
Oh, damn. Okay, start from the top, though. Start from the top.
David said, "Hey, gang, here supporting Mikayla."
Appreciate you, David, for watching, man.
Sam West, he said, grammatically correct. It should say, "I'll let her shoot me."
Oh my God.
Go to the next one.
Naturally Nisi, fire emojis. David Hernandez, I can attest to her hopeless romantic tendencies.
Uh-oh. Someone's going to fall in love with her on this show.
Sam West, he went crazy. He said, she's Scarlett 2.0.
Oh, shit.
Okay, better than Scarlett.
Thank you, Sam.
Sam again,
Sam is
legit.
Sam, we don't know who he is, but he's a regular. He watches.
And then Sam also said, and she knows who they are. When you said the higher ups, we don't know who they are. He said that you're lying.
Wait, what?
Because they always try to say it's like the Jewish people.
What do you mean by that?
That's what they try to say.
Okay.
That's what they try to say out here.
I have my theories, but I know nothing.
Ra.
What's one?
It says, how are you able to get out of a toxic relationship?
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, so when I speak of toxic, you guys, I'm speaking specifically of the people that don't know how to communicate or use their words. If I come to you and say, Markeith, when this happened, it made me feel when this event happened, and it could have been you texting an ex or something. It made me feel like I wasn't important. It made me feel like you still have feelings for someone else, and I just don't want to be led on to in a relationship and have my heart broken. And someone goes, "Oh, you're just stirring trouble. You're just insecure. Oh, no."
Stop melting, Marquis. Stop it.
There has to be a way that we can communicate healthily. And if somebody wants to, I mean, the toxic ex that I was referring to when I broke my leg. When I would bring up things, it was, "Oh, you're starting drama. Oh, you're dramatic. Oh, why are you starting an argument?"
I could already
and
tell
I'm like,
that
really?
was out of control.
Can I not just communicate? And
he's definitely he's probably smashing somebody else.
Oh,
I
guarantee it. Just from his
For
response.
Sure. Oh no, I found out that
I
he
could
was,
tell
and that's
you
when
right
I
away.
I was like, I walk away when I find evidence that someone's crossed a boundary. It's
because
done.
all he got to say is, "You know what? My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't know it made you feel that way."
Yeah.
And that's anybody. But when he's like, "Oh, you're just starting shit," it's like because he was probably smashing that person.
No,
that you're talking about.
When you said earlier, Markeith, let's hear from you, and I went to the question.
Yeah.
I dealt with that verbatim. I would bring up something that was bothering me, and we end up arguing about how I made that person feel about how I felt about what was done to me.
Yeah.
Every time. It was always an issue. And exactly what you were saying is what I was dealing with on every aspect.
You know what you do? You just never talk to him again. That's always the best thing.
Well, true. You do. There is.
But it's easier said than done, though.
It is.
Well,
because
I do it all the
especially
time
when you
now.
love someone.
But no, when you're in
Yeah.
that storm, it's not always easy to walk
It's
out of
not-
that storm. And then sometimes if you do get out, you're like, damn, I should. This is weird.
Well, and when you walk away, somebody goes, "You're abandoning me. You're giving up.
I'm
You're
okay
you're
with that.
you're a narcissist. You're selfish." And it's
I'm
like,
okay
well,
with
wait a
all
minute.
that.
No, for sure.
Bye.
At some point, so to answer Sam's question of how were you able to get out of a toxic
Yeah, let's
relationship,
go.
I think when the boundaries are crossed, I think people can make mistakes and you can forgive somebody one time, maybe 2 times, but when somebody is continuing to disrespect you, and by disrespect I mean lie to you, not be honest with you, get drunk and lean into their addictions and call you awful names when you've done
shit.
nothing, that to me is like, okay, you know what you're doing and you are continuing to do it. And if I continue to allow this kind of behavior, I'm no longer respecting or loving myself.
The thing that's
And I'm forgiving and I'm compassionate and I can understand. Being an actor, sorry to interrupt you,
no, go ahead.
but being an actor, I'm fascinated by human behavior. I'm fascinated by why people do what they do, what drives them to do what they do. I want to understand where the origin of something came from, because that helps us understand characters as actors. And you can understand it until the cows come home, but that doesn't fucking excuse the bad behavior.
Yeah.
It doesn't excuse that what somebody did was incredibly hurtful and disrespectful and has now broken trust in the relationship. Once it's broken, it's really tough to repair that. And you can try and you can try and you can try. And then it's like, at what point do you walk away when it's
But I think that's what they're asking. Like,
Yeah,
how
how
did
do
you
you
walk
walk
away?
away?
How did you do it?
That's a good question. I think when I realized that walking away would offer me more peace, that's when I was like, that's the right decision. And
Peace over
praying,
everything. Yeah.
surrendering to God and going,
But
God.
that's hard sometimes
I know.
because your peace
know.
often becomes a piece of what that is that you're centered in.
Yeah.
That becomes your life. That's all your realness right there.
I knew that if I didn't get out of the relationship, I would have died. That's how bad it was. I mean, I had already had a broken
This dude needs to get beat up now.
I won't speak his name.
Just put his name in.
We're coming for you. We're coming for you if you're watching.
All right, let's finish reading some of these
Yeah.
real fast. Let's see.
Yeah, David knows.
Well, you already explained to Nisi about how toxic we talking. We got there. David, it was pretty fucking toxic. Oh, David knows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Naturally, Nisi, she gave the E emoji. David again. It's because she loves love.
I do. I love love.
That's
I'm a
dope.
sucker for it.
David is a
guys.
spokesperson. What up, David?
I love David.
David, thank you for the support, darling.
Yeah.
I love you.
We got to have you back on too, David.
Yeah.
And then,
let's talk guns next time.
Let me see. Roz said, "How do you deal with breakups?"
Is that a question for me or for
That's for
everybody?
you.
Yeah.
That's for me.
If it's not, it is now.
Yeah, sure. I think just for me, it's just turning all of that love that you poured into somebody else back into yourself. How can you be a better person? How can you be more aware? How can you look at your part in the relationship and go, okay, I need to be better. What can I do that was better? And then, also accepting, no, I was fucking awesome.
Isn't
and I
that
did a lot
hard
more.
being a people pleaser though?
It is very hard. It is very hard. But at the end of that's part of the work is going, okay, did I do everything I could from the purest of my intentions? Yes, I did. Okay, God knows the truth.
What does it look like pouring love back into yourself?
I think giving yourself time to grieve. I think self-care, obviously. You want to go get that massage, go get it. You want to go on that trip with your girlfriends, go do it. But also, just focusing on work and taking care of your body, taking care of your health. One of the exes had an addiction. Well, actually, 2 of them did. And that should have been a red flag. I don't actually drink or smoke anymore. And I found myself when I was in those relationships smoking or having a drink more than what I would have. I'm not a party person. I'm a grandma. Like I said, I love my old Hollywood videos at night on the couch at 8 o'clock. I love to have a good time. I love to have fun. I love to travel. But I found myself going, why am I smoking weed a little too much? Why am I having a drink? And it's like you want to just get down to their level. You want to just,
Well, because a partier needs that other person to party or he'll party without you. So you want to be in the same
or you
level.
just want to connect.
That's kind of a thing. That's like my mom used to talk about this all the time. That's why.
Yeah.
Like she would party just to be able to connect with her partner.
Yeah, and that can lead a woman down a very dangerous path. And so, I I haven't had a drink since that breakup, and I like, so I think to answer your question, how do you deal with a breakup? Just going, who am I? The question you just asked me, who am I to my core? What do I believe? What music do I like? What ways of living?
Because you got lost into a relationship with them, so you were them, not just you, right? How long were you in that relationship for?
The most recent one I was in a little over a year, and then I was single for a year before that,
Oh,
and
that went
then
quick.
the narcissistic relationship. I don't think if I'm being very vulnerable and honest, I don't think I had healed properly from the narcissistic relationship in a way that in the way that I should have.
How long were you in that one?
That one was a year and 8 months.
Dang, you just love because you go like right into another one.
Let me clarify. The longest relationship I've been in was 8 years. I was with somebody for pretty much the majority of my 20s, right up until COVID. I found out that they had a year-long affair, and that I'm a ride or die kind of person. Like, I want to be in a long-term relationship. So after that, I was single for 2 years as we were in COVID, and it was just a shit show. And then I met this person, and then was with that person for about a year and 8 months. It was again a narcissistic relationship because he was the narcissists have charisma, y'all. It is really hard. Like, if you've met a narcissist and you've been swept up by the love bombing, it's intoxicating. You're like, oh my God. This person makes me feel special. This person makes me feel
why he's drunk though.
Opposite.
Why he's all drunk? He's doing that.
Exactly.
Shit,
My stupid ass.
They only gotta be drunk to get.
No, but that's how a lot of them do it. It's funny to me. I'm just saying.
No, it's true though, and you're just swept up.
Have you ever been with a narcissist?
Or you've been
a narcissist?
No, you know me. I just don't give a fuck. So like, I don't have to do all that.
I respect the guys that actually just don't give a fuck. I respect the guys that are just so brutally honest. Like, look, this isn't going to work out, or look up front, this is what I want, or hey, I'm not looking for long term. I just appreciate that kind of upfrontness. Like, why?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, look at the girls we have on the show too. They're all like, they are what they are. So you're gonna I'm telling people straight out, like, hey, this is never going to be a thing. Like, I'm just letting you know that. Like, this is never going to be a thing. But me personally being with a narcissist, no. I've seen narcissists, but I've never personally been with a narcissist.
And I encourage people to do research on narcissism because it is it's a term that is thrown around so flippantly. People mistake narcissism for just arrogance and hubris. And unless you really look at a psychological breakdown of the boxes that a narcissist ticks, you're just going to continue to misuse that word. And so again, I don't want to, everyone's who they are and everyone's on their own journey and on their path. And I do believe people can change, and less change, more evolve. It's like when you love somebody, you don't want them to change. You want them to evolve as a person. You want them to get better.
But that is changing.
Yeah, but the narcissist isn't going to change.
Ultimately, it's changing.
Right, but they're still themselves.
But people want people to change with a form of control attached to it. That's what people want people to.
Well, you're already fucking up if you're going into a relationship thinking I want this person to change or evolve. Because a lot of times the dude, if he's not already doing it, that means he's not going to do it because they'll do it right away. Like if you're that girl that they want to do that for, to be better for it, they'll do that shit pretty.
You can only keep up a habit that's not yours for so long.
Right. No, I totally get that. And the recent relationship, you see elements. The recent relationship. Let me just clarify. He was not a narcissist, but there were toxic traits and tendencies of, and I think a little bit of mental illness. Like I think somebody who's severely insecure and paranoid that like you're doing stuff.
Usually they're the ones
doing it.
Yeah.
PTSD.
Yeah, and it's PTSD. But
no,
again, I don't want to. What be a PTSD? Yeah, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't want to trigger you, but no, there is.
What I gotta do to trigger you?
It's tough when the love's there, you guys. It's tough when you love somebody and you wanna help them and you want to inspire them and you want to.
And you think you can fix them.
Yeah, or you think it's not so much that I felt like I could fix him. It's more that I felt like the love was strong enough that it could inspire the right action.
In those situations, love ain't shit.
I think you gotta just like go into it knowing you're not gonna fix anybody. You're not gonna change anybody.
Yeah.
Like just this is who they are. Like if they're gonna change, it's gonna be pretty quick on. So if you don't see anything that's gonna like show that they want to, and especially if you got to tell them to, you're already fucking up. Like if they want to just do it, then let them do it. But if not, you got to walk away.
I think the modern day tragedy in love and in relationships is when somebody self-sabotages. You can love somebody so deeply, so fiercely, give them everything, prove to them everything, be transparent, be honest. And if they are not ready to receive that love and they're not ready to love within the capacity, like if they're only able to love to a certain capacity, they will self-sabotage. And I think it is the biggest tragedy of the modern era is.
Well, you could even think too. Maybe they didn't even
breaks my heart.
look at you like you thought they did. It was all bullshit.
It was all, yeah.
And that's a lot
Love
of the
bombing.
things. That's what happened.
Love
A lot of times it's just bullshit. Like they didn't think anything out about you. They liked the way you looked. They wanted to smash, and that's usually how things go. Especially, I feel like nowadays. Man.
I mean, honestly, with that, the whole wanting to smash thing, even if somebody finds you attractive and they're really interested in you, that is what both parties want ultimately anyways. I mean, that's what it boils down to.
What?
People want to have sex with somebody. That's kind of, it
Dudes,
may not be
dudes, not
guys.
Okay, the girls on our show, I feel like I said, on a girl with like
hey, I'm
with
a girl
their,
on
with
your
their
show. What are you trying to say?
No, what I'm saying on the dating and relationship shows, like those ones, like your father's in your life, you're successful, you're doing things right. So a lot of the times, like these girls are just sitting at home, videoing themselves naked. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not, they're not doing anything successful. They're not trying to better themselves in any way. They think what they're doing is the best thing. You know, and they don't understand what really success is or anything. You can talk to them till you're blue in the face. It's not going to change the way they think.
Yeah.
So that's why I said don't try to change the way these women think or these people think. You know, they're going to be who they are.
People at the end of the day are going to just be who they want to be. But,
everybody needs to be enlightened, though.
But that's what helps you move on. Back to the question and heal the breakup is just going, okay, let me own what's mine to own, but let me also not own what's not mine to own, and just kind of focus back on me and find my recalibration in my peace.
But how was that for you with being a people pleaser when you said own what's mine and what's not don't? Being a people pleaser, you often pick up things that don't belong to you. You pick up other baggage that's not even yours because of you trying to please the people. Yeah,
I mean, I'm an introvert, so I spend a lot of time reading. I spend a lot of time reading scripts. I spend a lot of time working on my craft, but I also spend a lot of time in social settings because I have to network. It's part of my job. But I think I don't know. Therapy, therapy, praying, journaling, meditating, hot yoga. That's
just started journaling, and it's been
journaling is incredible.
But even networking is a form of therapy. Like what you're doing is like everything you do. Like even working is a form of therapy.
Yeah,
so
totally.
That's why you keep yourself busy and you're good.
I went to an event, if I may share. I went to an event the other day that was incredible, and I wore this beautiful red dress and this chic coat that my mom gave me. Shout out to my mom; she's my stylist. And again, I say this with very little hubris, but I got a lot of compliments, and I got a lot of people saying to me, "You have a great personality," or "Oh, I love your coat, I love your outfit," or "You're beautiful." And I just thought, oh my God, it's so nice to hear this because I think sometimes we just forget, like we compare ourselves to other women on Instagram, or we compare ourselves to actresses that are more successful, or producers that are doing more, and or women who are skinny, or women who are curvy, or women who are whatever. And when you just kind of get acknowledged for being who you are, and I know, not that I want to put all of that weight into external validation, but I have to say it's really nice.
Yeah,
it's really nice. You
kind of
dress. Yes, it was that dress. If you go to the recent Instagram photo, you'll see the coat.
Quick over here.
We got it on the show. We got to have the stuff there.
He's on it. Yes.
I'm trying to see what the dress looked like. That's all.
Yeah, right. I'm sure you are.
Okay, I see the coat.
Yeah, the coat, the white coat with the red, and it's beautiful.
Take a look.
Yeah, that's dope.
Thank you. Thank you.
Look at Jacob's the instigator.
Smiling.
Because I already know your comments are coming, sir.
They are. I'm winding them up right now.
I already know.
And I just want to say I appreciate you guys having me on and being so cool and so open and authentic and allowing me to be vulnerable.
Too,
it doesn't always feel safe to be vulnerable. There's a lot of judgment out there. There's a lot of people that are there's always gonna be something that somebody picks apart about you, and it's like when you can, back to your people pleasing question, when you can just kind of go, I'm too tired. I don't give a fuck anymore what people think, because you're just so exhausted. You're so emotionally drained. It's freeing.
Yeah.
It is so freeing.
I've been like that for like 3 years now. I don't give a fuck anymore.
You're like, I'm looking around and I don't see any more fucks to give. I don't know where they are.
It literally just happened. You ever seen the movie The Office? You ever seen that movie? Or what is it called? It's called Office Space. No. Where the dude they put him in like some trance, right? And basically the trance was for him not to give a fuck about anything anymore. I literally, like something snapped in me, and I just didn't give a fuck after a while. Like and it feels great. I'll be honest. I feel more at peace than anything.
Have you guys read the book The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson?
No.
Oh, it's fabulous. I mean, because obviously we don't want to give so little fucks that we become sociopaths.
Yeah. No, I have 2 kids. I have 2 kids, so I give a fuck, you know. But like,
of course.
But like everything else, I'm just like, I have my business. I gotta give a fuck, you know.
Yeah.
But everything else, it's like these people.
It's when it's having discernment when to give about, like what things to give a fuck about.
Definitely doesn't have discernment.
I do. I'm really good at playing stupid though.
Let me finish these
I
questions.
do that on purpose, but I wouldn't be stupid with this.
What do you mean? Tell me what you mean.
I'm like, I got no clue what you're talking about. What? I got it's just funny to me.
Let me finish the rest of these comments in the chat. Let me see. Oh, Sam is at it. He's shooting that shot. He said, Sam West said, "I'll never break your trust."
Oh, shoot that shot, Sam.
Ross said, "How do you feel about sharing relationships on social media?"
I think it's your life. I think you do you. It's what works for you and your partner. I think if it's ethically agreed upon by the both of you, I think you do you. I don't think there's any fault in it. I think it's weird when guys hide girls that like when guys hide relationships and they're only posting muscle photos and they don't want to share their women. And I think it's weird when women don't want to share their men.
Their food and not the person.
Like if I'm with a man, yeah, exactly.
It's weird.
It's weird. I'm like, if I'm with a man, I want you all over my page. I want every man in the world to know that is my man.
Get in my skin.
And I chose you. That is how I roll. But again, that's
Marquise
not for everybody.
wants to be right next to that
Some
dress.
people want to keep it.
He wants to be like, what?
Oh no, some people want to keep it private.
They were coming. I was like,
oh man,
I gotta mess with them.
All right, let's see. Hold on. Let's go to David. No, hold on. David, yeah, it's David where we at. He said, "I'll gladly come back on for whatever segments you guys want."
Oh, cool.
We're definitely gonna hold you to that, David.
We were talking to him about coming on the Dad Academy. He was talking about the Dad Academy last time he came on. We can get him on one of those ones.
That'll work. I like that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, we get very deep on the Dad Academy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Then naturally, Nisi, she says, "Who doesn't have toxic traits though?"
Totally agree, and I think it's just being self-aware of your traits. I mean,
yeah, I guess I do.
So somebody's toxic trait could be that they
think
like.
I might be like this much toxic, maybe.
Hey, stretch that a little bit.
What's your toxic traits? Yeah, I want to hear this. What are yours?
My toxic trait. Oh.
Come on, you know what it is. I saw it in your
I'm
head.
Bostonian at the end of the day. Oh no, I don't know if I want to say it. Let me think about that.
Just say it. You need to say it. This is Howls over Baaz.
This is uncensored.
Yeah. What is your toxic trait?
My toxic trait is that it's kind of cheesy, so don't make fun of me. But it's these men that have broken my heart, right? Because I'm such a romantic. My toxic trait is that I want to know and trust that I love them with everything that I could, so much so that I haunt their fucking dreams.
Well, so you want them to remember you because they'll never have nobody like you again. They probably won't.
Not that they won't have like me again. That'd be a little conceited for me to be. They'll never
no. It's not.
It's more just I want them to at one point remember and go, she really loved me. Fuck, because I know I did, and I think love always wins, and
it does.
If that's my toxic trait, that I want them to remember that.
I'm throwing hands at that. I like that one. That one's a good one. What's yours, Marquis? Oh shit. He doesn't want to say it. He's like nothing.
Let me think about it. You go ahead and go first.
It's the Barry White voice.
You go first. Let me think about it.
My toxic trait? I don't got any.
You're a fucking liar.
I don't know. I guess I got to think about it. To be honest, I got to think about it. I guess like not giving a fuck too is pretty toxic.
I think my toxic trait, honestly, I don't know if it's really toxic, but I overplay my part a lot, and that can create overplay where I'm at and whoever I'm dealing with. I overplay a lot, and that can create mess. So I don't know if that's really toxic or not, but I overplay a lot.
Wait, I still don't get what you're saying. What do you mean you overplay?
My position and my role and what and what we have going on, I overplay my position a lot.
She wants to know what that means.
To the extent where it can possibly
give an example.
Pushy.
Yeah, give me an example.
To where it can probably so.
I see.
What do you mean by
in
that
sense?
You say that again. Play that again.
I just did. I just clarified it.
What do you mean by that?
to the point where it can seemingly possibly come off a bit pushy.
Why do you think that is?
Damn.
Do you feel unhurt? Do you feel?
I definitely feel unhurt a lot for sure. Definitely when a person expresses what their wants, their desires, and their needs, or whatever the case might be, and seemingly the person you're talking to hears you, but there's no action behind the hearing. It's just I heard it.
Yeah, they heard it, but it didn't land. They didn't comprehend it.
Didn't resonate.
Yeah. No, it has to resonate. And what you have to say is important.
Yeah,
that's part of the self-love journey.
I'll just play it.
Emotional.
All right, let's see. No remorse. What up, cuz? Your cousin's in here.
He's the one that's half Korean. That's my cousin.
What up?
Yeah.
안녕하세요.
Yeah, he's half Korean and half Mexican.
He's
That's
late.
cool.
What's up? No remorse. What's up, cuz? How you doing?
Casas style. And
Casas
LOL.
style. Yeah, that's our last name, Casas. So. Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Did you guys know that you're my first podcast, by the way?
We
Really?
are? Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Sorry, I
Let's
meant
go.
to say that in the
This
beginning.
is your first.
Yeah.
So
You just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
You just wanted to say that out loud. I was like, did you see that?
I'm speaking about the podcast.
That's his toxic trait right there. He tried to be all like, he tried to be all smooth like he was talking about something else. I saw that in the window right there. Oh, so you first.
You popped my
man.
podcast chair.
I was speaking solely about the podcast.
Right.
There was nothing else.
Hey, throw that. What do you mean by that again?
What do you mean by that?
That was a podcast question. There was nothing else there.
I like when he gets all like flustered a little bit.
I'm not flustered.
I didn't know he can blush. What's going on over here?
Look right here. You cannot throw me.
I can't.
My equilibrium is good.
I'm still working on
Markeith
it.
is
Though.
stoic.
I got good
So,
equilibrium.
so what do you got coming up next? Like anything you got coming on right now?
Yeah, I'm working on a few projects. I signed NDAs, so I hate to be that person.
you
that's
can't
like,
talk
I
about
can't talk about it. But I did sign NDAs, and I don't want to get in trouble. But we're just raising capital for film. I have some auditions that I was on a veil for, and
Maybe you can
So
raise
we're
capital for podcasts.
yeah, I could.
Oh, you could?
I kind of want to start a podcast for actors.
Oh, for actors.
Yeah, because I think I don't know.
We interview a lot of actors.
You could
so-
just you could just co-host with us.
I would love to. Let's start like
For real?
we could do the dad thing. We could do
Yeah.
the actor thing.
We have so many. We
cool.
have one that just brings in fighters. It's
Oh my
all
God,
it's all
so
the
cool.
same
I
thing though.
would
So
love that.
we have like that's why we're having De La Hoya coming in
Yeah.
in January, and Victor Ortiz is coming like December 5th.
Yeah.
And then we
Cool.
so we have like the fighting one. We have brought in a lot of actors. We have music segments.
Mhm.
So we have like artists come in.
Yeah.
We have the Dad Academy one now.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
And we
I
have
love
the-
what you guys do on the dad.
We have a lot of-
It's
Oh, you've
fantastic.
seen it?
No. I'm just saying
yeah.
what you explained about it earlier. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
but
So
But,
yeah, we did
yeah.
Dad Academy one. Then we have like dating relationships where all these different people. This whole
That's
place
cool.
is packed.
So
Yeah.
that's the one where
If
my
you-
toxic shit might come out because
Oh,
I go at
yeah.
people on that one for sure.
Well, it can be very
Yeah.
provocative if people have different opinions about different things. I can
Yeah.
understand that you kind of want to like slam, or you want somebody to understand your position.
Well,
on something,
it's just
right?
like there's a lot of shit talking. You know,
Yeah.
it's just all in fun. But everybody's laughing, having a
if
good
they're
time.
if they're having a good time,
You
at the
know,
end of the
but
day, it
like-
makes it entertaining.
Yeah,
And you can maybe learn something from it too.
We get crazy clips too. Like we got like 30,000 views on clips, 100,000.
Wow.
Yeah, they go crazy
yeah,
on the
that's
clips.
great.
The
You guys
DNRs
are- you guys
belong
are
to
killing
me.
it.
The DNRs belong to me.
We destroy them. We destroy on the DNRs. But yeah, we could definitely. I mean, hey, if you ever want to do that, I mean, hey, we're down.
I would love to. You guys are awesome. You guys are really fun. It's very easy to talk to you both, and I really appreciate you holding space for me.
Yeah, no problem. And you're dope too. Like,
Thanks.
yeah, yeah.
I didn't know
what
what
do you think, Markeith?
Aw,
How dope
Markeith.
she is.
Yes,
dope is she?
very dope. I like it.
Aw.
Look
I
at her.
like
Look at her
what
in
you
the
got
eyes
going
when you
on.
say
Thank
that.
you.
Say she's dope. Don't be looking
Dope.
to the side.
Dope. Very dope.
Thanks, Markeith. No, I appreciate you guys so much for having me. I didn't know what to expect, so I was like, let's just see where this goes. I'm really, really honored. To
Organic.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
keep it raw because
What?
everybody see this guy over there? We got to keep it raw on here for real. It's just it's better
His
to.
mind's in the gutter. That's what his
I
toxic
know,
trait is.
I know. That's what your toxic trait is right there.
It.
You know what's crazy? I don't think I have a toxic trait. I really don't.
That right
We're
there is
gonna
your toxic
find
trait.
No, I don't. I feel like I used to.
That right there is your toxic
before
trait.
not giving a fuck, that I just feel like there is none.
That
no more.
delusion is your toxic trait.
The delusion.
Mhm.
No, I just.
I don't think I have a toxic trait.
I see things for directly what they are.
Mm.
I don't see them for.
You're
Or-
emotionally aware. That's definitely not a toxic trait. That's a
Yeah.
healthy trait.
That's why when I see something, I'm like, yeah, this is full. This girl is not good. Like,
That's your
I was
toxic
just
And I
going to
just-
say, are you guys to the point where you're in your sort of, emotional intelligence journey or your self-awareness journey where you can just meet somebody and you can read them
Yeah.
in 2 seconds?
I
You're like,
could.
yeah,
Yeah, right off the bat, you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
like most people show themselves pretty quick,
they do.
and a lot of times, women are really easy to show themselves pretty quick on
Mm, yeah.
because they don't stop talking when you go on dates. So all you gotta do is really just like sit there and listen
Yeah.
and ask them a few questions, and boom, you're like, all right, here we go. Now I know what's up with this one.
Yeah,
And usually it's what their foundation's built off of. What are you building off of?
right.
If there ain't nothing there, and then there's nothing really to talk about.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of times, like, that uneven yoked thing is true.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot mess with somebody that's in the same headspace, even politically.
Yeah.
You can't. like there's too much going on. At first, I used to not think that. I'd be like, you know what? Nah, I don't really give a shit what they think on that part. They can have their thoughts. I can have mine. But I think as I got older, I started realizing, yeah, all that shit matters because their heads all over the place in different areas. And later on, I saw that it actually matters. Even if we don't have to have the same thought process on that, their thoughts are just different. Like the way they move is different.
I got a quick question with kind of on that. It's off topic, but on topic. How do you feel about people that ask the questions, what do you bring to the table?
Ooh, what do I think about the people that ask that question?
Or the question in general?
The question in general has a very terse energy behind it. What do you bring to the table? Like, I mean, in what setting I think that would be asked? I think it's just very...
I already like her response, though. But go ahead.
I just think it's very transactional. I think at the end of the day, whether you're doing business with somebody, whether you're on a date with somebody, whether you're just having a coffee and getting to know a friend, I think the whole "what do you bring to the table?" It's like what can I do for you? I don't like it. I think it's self-serving. I don't know. It's like, don't you want to get to know somebody's soul? Even people in business, I need to get to know their energy, who they intrinsically are a little bit, what their ethos is before. It's like, what can you do? What do you bring to the table?
Yeah,
because what I think I bring to the table is just my.
Her having her dad already brought it. She already brought it.
Yeah,
she already brought it to her parents, like raising her together.
With that, I had this conversation the other day, and I'm like, I honestly feel like, I believe that it should be more so. Let me find out what's missing from this table. Forget what you're bringing and what I'm bringing. Yeah. Let's come together and let us both bring what's missing to the table.
Yeah, I love that. Are you talking specifically in a relationship?
In general, it could be business, it could be relationship, but in general,
well, I think it's also like, how can we come together?
Because if we're both bringing the same thing to the table,
can we create?
If we're both bringing the same thing to the table, we're like, okay, that's defeating the purpose. We both bring a cup of ice.
You see her answers though, like OnlyFans girls that come in here and all these other, even not OnlyFans, just regular girls. They're like, I bring me, my prettiness, my this. That's their answers. Yeah.
Stupid.
We get the dumbest answers, but we wouldn't even ask a girl like you that question.
I've never asked a woman in my life, what do you bring to the table? I've never asked a woman that. I mean, me personally, I want to find out what's missing because I want to add. Yeah. I don't need you to bring much of anything that I want to add to what is there already. And if anything is missing, I want to supply what's missing.
Don't backpedal over here.
I want to supply what's missing.
I think bringing it full circle.
That last comment is crazy though.
What, I want to hear it.
She is the table.
Oh my God, Sam West. Can I keep
Sam West is a player. Look at Sam West.
I saw that shit in my peripheral when it popped up. I said, "Oh, that shit is crazy."
So nice.
We don't know who he is. He's a regular though. He's always watching.
That's nice.
Hey Sam, reveal yourself.
Support you guys. That's
but we
really
appreciate
nice.
you for
we
watching.
Like the supporters, yeah.
And we like your comments.
We do. I do. Thank you, Sam.
Scarlet 2.0.
You got her blushing.
Scarlet 2.0. I'll take it. I'll happily wear that title. No, but yeah, I think going back to how I operate personally, I can't speak for all women, but just in my spirituality and in my woo-woo thoughts, I think what is a woman's divine purpose? What is the divine feminine? What is the role of the divine feminine in partnership with the divine masculine? And I can be feisty with the best of them. I'm Bostonian. I'm an actor. I've had to learn tenacity. I've had to learn determination. I've had to survive. I don't come from a wealthy family, very, very middle class. And I've never had things handed to me. I've always had to work really hard for them. But if I think about as a woman in her divine feminine, I believe in a woman being nurturing, and I think if you're in the right partnership and you're able, okay, let me go back.
No, I like everything you're saying. You're
really?
on point.
Okay,
you are literally on point.
Am I? Okay.
Yeah.
I think it is the role of a divine masculine man, and I'm speaking in heterosexual relationships here. I don't want to
offend him. Fuck him.
I think that it is a man's purpose a divine masculine's man's purpose to lead. Mm-hmm. I think it is their purpose to lead. A lot of the time, people love to shit on women and the drama that they bring, but they don't realize that they're reacting to where they're being led, and they're being led down, the wrong paths. I think it's the male's job to lead, and I think a woman responds and reacts. So I think for me, I like to be a nurturer, and like I was saying before, I can be feisty and I can be tenacious and I can be in my masculine because I've had to work really hard. But I want to be in a relationship or in a partnership where I can sit back and I can work within the energy of somebody else to create beautiful chemistry. We're all chemically, us being here today, this is a chemical mixture.
That's even biblical, though.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you killed it. I love that answer.
Thank you.
Love
Appreciate
that.
That's
dope.
That. Just keeping it real.
Yeah.
It's all about the man upstairs.
It is for sure.
Yeah. So last final thoughts. We're gonna go with whatever. The floor is yours right now. Any thing that you want to talk about, shout outs, or if you want to just any advice you want to give out.
Wait a minute.
The floor is
Hold on a second.
You got another one or what?
No, I'm looking at No Remorse. He said, I can't be the only one eating the table.
Oh.
Wait, what?
All right, cuz.
All right. All right.
Why did he say yup, stupid?
Y'all stupid. He just because
yup, stupid.
I don't know what that was too.
Yeah.
But Sam called you the table, and you said, I can't be the only one eating the table.
Oh
okay. Unless there was a typo in No Remorse's sentence.
He is a Casas. He's a little crazy.
Unless he meant to put at the table. I don't know. But,
God.
Yeah.
I read between all the lines.
Yeah,
you do. That's your superpower. You read between all the lines.
Yeah, okay.
I think he creates the lines, and then there's something in between.
And then bends them.
Oh, man, the line bender. Let's go.
Yep, the line bender. Hey. The line bender.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so the floor, I know we just messed all that up, but we want to give you your time to have the floor.
Oh my gosh, that's a loaded question. Wait, where do I start though?
So any like advice you want to give, or shout outs, or any projects you have working on, or any like inspirational words?
Ooh, okay. I'll shout out to my parents. Hi, Mom and Dad, because they're probably watching this, unless my mom fell asleep.
Of course you're
love you guys. Shout out to my brother who just went through cancer surgery. Love you, bro. Fuck cancer. I think my words of wisdom are okay. Oh gosh, how do I phrase this? I think for me, the travesty in today's day and age, in everything that we see, is that people want to feel like they have purpose. People want to feel important. And I think how I could encourage everybody to just be better, especially our leaders, people that own companies, CEOs, your bosses, if people can just empower people, if people can look at you and make you feel seen and make you feel empowered, whether you're a fucking barista, which I have all the respect for baristas, because fuck that, I could not make coffees for angry people in the morning before they've gotten their caffeine. I have all the respect for people that work at Starbucks. Like, truly, I could not do it. And I think when you can stop and actually connect with somebody behind a counter and go, thank you so much, how's your day? I love your glasses, or I love your sweatshirt. When you just stop for a second and make people feel seen, it is so powerful. And I mean authentically. Don't just do it because you're trying to be fake. Like, do it because you genuinely appreciate what someone has done, or just who they are in their existence, their energy, the way that you can see people light up when you give them a compliment, or just, the way that a boss may be a hard ass, but if he stops and says, hey, I appreciate how hard you're working and what you're doing for this company, that worker is going to want to work 10 times harder rather than be in a position where someone is berating you and making you feel. And I've seen it in the acting world too. These producers, I mean, the amount of hubris in this town from producers that are navigating from a place of ego, you can smell it, and it stinks. And it's like, just because you did this film or that film or worked at this studio, don't shit on somebody who has just moved here and doesn't know where to begin. Yeah. Because you were once that fucking person too. And so to everybody out there that's pursuing an industry, or pursuing an acting career or an artistic career, or has just moved to LA and doesn't know where to start, just focus on being a good person, find other good people that you can create with and work with, and never lose sight of your power. Like, don't give your power away just because, as an actor, I think I struggled for many years being told, oh, this casting director doesn't like this, and oh, you can't use props and you can't do accents. And I remember going, fuck that. I'm an actor, and all I have here is a blank wall and a camera, a ring light, and I want to create the environment. So I'm going to do what feels right to me. And, you know, I'm not going to abide by the rules. I'll be respectful, but I think when you can just lean into your authenticity and follow your intuition wherever that may lead you, the actors that we love to watch the most are the ones that are the most authentic. I mean, look at, is it Julia Fox? Uncut Gems. The girl from Uncut Gems.
Oh, yeah,
Remember
yeah.
her?
That's a dope
Uncut
movie, too.
Gems.
Yeah.
And everybody fucking loves her because she's
yeah.
just so beautifully, authentically herself.
Yeah.
And, you know, she probably doesn't give any fuck. She just wears what she wants to wear and she does what she wants to do. But that's what makes her so intoxicating. That's what makes her so magnetic. And so I think I struggled for so long trying to be a people pleaser and follow the fucking rules. And to an extent, you do have to learn those parameters. But then it gets to a point where if you just trust yourself and you just follow where, you know, what you want to do. And if there's a role that you're auditioning for, do what you want to do for that role and take a chance. And so I don't know, I think the secret to like life and the world and the universe is just making people feel seen, empowering people to trust themselves, to be good people, to work well with others, because we live in a world where there are millions of people. It can't just always be about ourselves. We have to learn to communicate. We have to learn to navigate. We have to learn to inspire each other and to empower each other and to make people feel seen. And I think it's so much more powerful than bringing each other down. So I don't know what that tangent was, but I hope.
No, I loved all of it.
You did.
You are very aware, and that's not common. You're very aware of everything around you. It's so obvious. Like everything you said is on point to me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's really kind of you to say. You
That's
guys
crazy.
too.
But a lot of people are just not like that, though. They don't understand that.
Yeah.
Even letting people like when people actually see you, that's a thing. You know, I mean, it's kind of weird to say, but I mean, I'm sure you know who Mr. Rogers was.
Yeah.
Like that was his whole thing is when that person that you're speaking to, that's the most important person in your life right now.
Yeah.
Like you make sure you pay attention to that person.
Yeah.
Like
and
dive
it's so
into
easy.
dive into them. See how what's going on in their mind.
It's so easy. Like, you know, you can tell a lot about somebody when you go out to eat with them and see how they talk to a waitress. I was a waitress for years. And I saw how, you know, I was spoken to, but I was also, you know, people were also really kind to me and gave me really nice tips. And it's like those people I appreciated too. It's like when you see how people navigate relationships when it's not just what someone can do for them, it's very telling to their character.
Exactly. When because obviously a lot of people are thinking that, like, what can they do for me? That's a big thing.
Yeah.
So, and how was your experience on the podcast?
Oh my God, I loved it. You guys are awesome. I felt really comfortable here. I felt like I was just talking to like two brothers. It was great.
I appreciate
Like
that.
truly, I felt really, really comfortable. It was really fun.
Well,
Yeah,
we
I love
appreciate
you.
you coming on.
I
Killed
appreciate
it.
you guys having me.
We got to do
truly.
something
Like,
again.
I
Like,
would love
hey, we
to,
could do
anytime.
that actor co-hosting thing.
Hey,
we just keep building up over here on this pod. So.
Absolutely. I'll take you up on
Cool.
that.
Let's do
Thank
it.
you
Let's
guys
do it.
so much. This was a blast.
And our slogan is "Shed the Sheep." That's our slogan.
Shed the sheep.
Yeah. So on
Shed the
3,
sheep.
we're gonna look at that camera and we're gonna say "Shed the Sheep" on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Shed the sheep.
Howls over Baaz. I'm Jacob Casas.
This is Ambishun, the Black Cup.
And I'm Mikayla Soo-ni Campbell.
We appreciate you guys for watching. We'll be back at 7, and we are out. Peace.
Oh.